We are finally at the end of 2020, and what a year it's been. After what feels like just month after month of terrible news and awful situations, the world is finally ready to get into the holiday spirit this December with over-the-top decorations, too much wine before 3 PM, and of course the inevitable Monopoly game that quickly descends into an annual shouting match. In all seriousness, this time of year always feels special and homely, and while this year's festivities are set to be strange for many families, we here at Invicta hope you all get to have an amazing time this December, whatever holiday you celebrate. But this does lead us to the age-old question of the Christmas season, and that is, what do you buy for someone? And of course, an easy answer to that will always be games. But with so many big and small titles already out there, and more still to come, it can be hard to pick which game to buy for that certain someone, or even yourself, to get you into the festive spirit. So, the entire team has been suggesting and voting, and we've come up with 16 games that you should consider picking up this holiday season. Some brand new, some slightly older, but all of them will guarantee hours of enjoyment. It's also worth noting that these games are not in any particular order, as we feel all of them would be a well-received gift. Just double check to see if they don't already have it, of course. Number 16, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Kicking things off is one of the biggest titles to come to the Nintendo Switch, because let's be honest, it's almost guaranteed that someone in your family is getting a Nintendo Switch this year, so to get them this must-have game will go down a treat. Animal Crossing New Horizons not only serves up a cute and charming world that's yours to do with as you please, but with the feature that allows friends to come and visit your island, it became an incredible way for friends and family to stay in touch this year when social contact was limited. Number 15, Ghost of Tsushima. There are few games that made as big of a noise this year as this next entry. Ghost of Tsushima dropped back in July and rocked the gaming world, and why wouldn't it? It's excellent. Ghost of Tsushima encompasses everything that people love about gaming. The top-tier combination of excellent storytelling, mind-blowing visuals, and incredible gameplay shows us exactly what the world should expect from a modern-day title as we follow Jin Sakai on his quest to protect the island of Tsushima. This Christmas, why not consider ticking this amazing title off someone's list, or even your own? Number 14, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. It may have been free for the PlayStation 4 back in August for PS Plus users, but there's a fair few people out there who missed it, and of course it wasn't free for PC. So this year, why not give the gift of Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout? Taking inspiration from TV game shows such as Takeshi's Castle and Total Wipeout, Fall Guys is a frantic battle royale game which sees you pitted against 59 other players in various mini-games in the race to get that sweet crown. It's fun, kind of silly, and a great title for anyone looking for a game to play with others. Number 13, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The Assassin's Creed series has become a yearly tradition, and in turn, each new title ends up on most gamers' Christmas list, and this year is absolutely no exception. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, while obviously having many of the signature beats of the series that we're all familiar with, absolutely excels with its exhilarating story and the pure size of the world you inhabit. With its beautiful setting and visceral combat, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is definitely one to check out during your Christmas shopping. Number 12, Pokmon Sword and Shield. It wouldn't be a list of games to buy someone without a Pokemon game on it. Since its launch late last year, Sword and Shield, like all things Pokemon before them, have become firm fan favourites with its signature stamps of new lovable Pokemon, a cast of interesting quirky characters, and the unmatchable feeling of getting that clutch win on your last Pokemon. With new DLCs released this year to add to the already jam-packed world, it's time to get yourself or that special someone on the road to catching them all. Number 11, SpiderMan Miles Morales. Of all the games that had first-class tickets on the hype train this year, SpiderMan Miles Morales was one that everyone had their eyes on. Existing somewhere between a standalone title and a sequel, SpiderMan Miles Morales sees you take to the rooftops as everyone's new favourite human spider. It may play very much as the original game did, but it guarantees you a gaming experience like no other. Miles Morales also has a fair few unique features to it, such as usable gadgets exclusive to him. Hit the skyline as Miles Morales this Christmas. Number 10, Spider-Man Remastered. Since we're already on the topic of web slingers, why not grab them the original title? Marvel's Spider-Man is an absolutely incredible game which showed the world just how good a superhero game could truly be. Intense combat encounters, a truly great storyline, and the euphoric sensation of swinging around New York. There's truly no better way to experience the brilliance of everyone's friendly neighborhood web slinger. And for those lucky few who were able to pick up a PS5 this year, why not grab them the new remastered version so they can experience the game in a whole new way? Number 9, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. There are two main reasons why getting this title is a must this year. The first one being that on March 31st, 2021, this, along with several other Mario titles, are getting the chop from the online store and physical releases for a reason that is yet to be disclosed. So it's a great chance for either yourself or a loved one to own a copy of something that is set to become somewhat rare. The second reason is because this is a collection of some of the greatest Mario games ever made, including the magnum opus that is Super Mario Sunshine. This set of Nintendo classics are stuffed full of the beautiful charm and wonder that you've come to expect of any Mario game, while also rubbing that sweet nostalgia spot in your brain. This holiday season, consider giving the wonder of the world's most famous plumber in his most popular adventures. Number 8. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. There's nothing like giving the gift of a challenge at Christmas, and I honestly couldn't think of a more appropriate title than this. From Software's latest title offers up an entirely new experience from their Soul series in terms of gameplay and combat, but still retains the trademark standard of punishing boss encounters and traversing a world that is equal parts beautiful and terrifying. The story of Wolf and his quest to save his master is also one of the best plots that From Software has to offer, while once again allowing you the freedom to choose your own ending depending on the path you take. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is a stellar title that will leave that special someone in your life both hating you and loving you for gifting this to them this Christmas. Number 7. Crash Bandicoot 4: It's About Time. A lot of us here can probably remember that sweet feeling of opening up a present on Christmas Day as a child to find a copy of one of the Crash Bandicoot games. Oh, how our hearts would sing. You can now re-experience this sensation with the brand new Crash Bandicoot 4. The latest Crash installment, which has a title that just rolled in from Pun City, is an incredible return to form for the PlayStation mascot, blending the traditional game style with new and exciting mechanics to take your experience to new heights. With an exceptional new story that brings old faces back to party with newcomers, why not consider giving the gift of Bandicoot this Christmas time? Number 6. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Christmas time definitely incorporates a very gentle sensation, and that's also a way you could describe Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This Metroidvania-styled platformer continues on in the wake of its hugely successful predecessor, Ori and the Blind Forest, with its intricate puzzle solving while also introducing a new melee combat system and an overhaul in other mechanics such as auto-saving and a new upgrade system. This unbelievably charming title would be a perfect present for anyone this year, so make sure to check it out while you're doing your last bits of Christmas shopping. Number 5. Demon's Souls. These days, people want longevity out of the gifts that they offer, and few game series arguably take up more game time than the Souls series. So this Christmas, why not take a ride with the game that started it all? Sort of. Bluepoint's remake of Demon's Souls is one of the big launch titles for the PlayStation 5, and takes the beloved title and adds in some quality of life checks that fans had picked up on with the original PS3 title. Fans and critics adore this game, and it's easy to see why, given that the game is nothing short of visual ecstasy. Everything you know about the Souls series started with this game, and since most fans agree that this is the easiest title in the franchise, this is a great present for any seasoned veteran of the series, or someone looking to take on the behemoth tasks these games have to offer. Number 4. Hades. Looking for something left of field this year? Then Hades might be the game for you. This roguelike RPG has been a huge success this year, even taking home several Game of the Year awards, if that means anything to you. Hailed for its magnificent art style as well as its gripping narrative, Hades isn't your typical AAA title, but it'll certainly have enough for you to get your teeth into with its hack and slash combat and wonderful storytelling. Whether you're buying for PC or Nintendo Switch, Hades is sure to be a delightful gift under anyone's tree this year. Number 3. Among Us. There are few games in the world that have had a comeback as good as Among Us. Originally releasing back in 2018 and gaining little to no traction, the creators behind Among Us began working on the sequel before the game's fanbase suddenly burst into life this year, and it's been going strong ever since, with its sequel content now being made as future content. With the game also winning awards this year as a standout multiplayer game, this is another must-have title. Now, the game is free for mobile, but it's very cheap on Steam, and from a personal perspective, the game feels much better on PC. Among Us is one of the best games to stand tall in 2020, so it's time to wrangle up your mates and start pointing the finger. Number 2, Minecraft. Minecraft truly is the game that keeps on giving. This blocky sandbox masterpiece has stolen the hearts of everyone who has played it, and it's no surprise that it's become the best-selling game of all time. The endless building, and in turn the endless fun that Minecraft brings, has kept it feeling fresh for all these years. So much so that I actually forgot that the game turned 11 this year, which is actually insane. But with consistent updates over the years, including its new Caves and Cliffs update coming mid-2021, and the fact that anyone of any age can get stuck in, this is one of the best games you can buy for anyone this Christmas. Number 1. Doom Eternal. We round off this list with a game that has somehow become one of 2020's big hits, as well as being something of a sleeper hit. Doom Eternal brought Doomguy back to our gaming systems back in March, and is hands down one of 2020's best game offerings. The unmistakable gameplay of just tearing demons limb from limb and creating a chasm of chaos through the trenches of hell is a recipe that will forever taste so sweet. It's gameplay that continues to mature and grow with every title, while still managing to retain that original formula that works so well. With Doomguy's backstory being further developed and the new DLC, The Ancient Gods Part 1, activating the game's turbo switch, Doom Eternal is one of the most fun and exhilarating titles to grace this decade so far. Treat yourself or treat your loved one. Whoever gets this is in for a hell of a ride. Thank you so much for watching. What games are you getting for Christmas this year? Why don't you let us know down in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we stream regularly over on Twitch, and you can find all of those links in the description. I've been Swifty with Invicta Magazine, and we hope you have an amazing Christmas and a happy new year, and we will see you next time.